Hello everybody, my name is the Bugbee and today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips for dogfighting in Star Wars Squadrons. Tip number 1 is to utilize the micro drift. If you don't already know how to do the basic drift, I have a video on that in the description and top right hand corner that you can go and watch how to drift in Star Wars Squadrons. Building on the normal drift is the micro drift. Micro drifting is when you chain drifts together to rapidly change directions. You can do this by initiating a drift, then boosting while you're in the drift. That boost you use to cancel your original drift, you can use to just drift again, and you can chain them together doing that. This can be very useful to evade missiles or generally get people off of your tail. So instead of doing one long drift, you can do a bunch of smaller ones chained together. Alright guys, tip number 2 is a simpler one, but it's to remember to throttle down to half while turning. There's a sweet spot which gives you the best turning radius. The sweet spot is the largest section in your throttle display, and when you get into it, it makes 3 beeping sounds so you know when you're in it without having to look at it. However, when you finish turning, you gotta remember to throttle back up to full because you don't want to be flying slowly in that battlefield or you'll be an easy shot for some people. You gotta remember the slower you're moving, the easier it is for you to be traced. Tip number 3 is Empire specific, and it's to utilize power shunting. TIEs, instead of having shields, have the ability to shunt power to throttle and or weapons. I recommend only shunting power to weapons so you can maximize your maneuverability by having your engine's power set to full, and then you can always be maxed out on your weapons by shunting power to them once you get in a fight. Do however note that this will take away any boost you have and replace it with weapon charge and or vice versa if you decide to shunt power into your engines. If you guys enjoy Star Wars Squadrons tips and how-to videos, hit that subscribe button for more content coming in the future. Alright guys, tip number 4 is to utilize that third rotational axis, of course being the roll. It can be very useful for maintaining a visual on whoever it is you're chasing down. Say you're tailing someone and they start to fly down, you can roll 180 degrees and then pitch upwards to allow you to see where they're flying instead of the cockpit blocking your view of them. If you can see where the enemy is flying, you'll have a much easier time trying to shoot them down. Tip number 5 is to utilize the ship components that give you added maneuverability, such as the light/agile hull or the micro thrust engine. This will lower your turning radius, allowing you to have exceptionally swift and tight turns, making it easier to blast the slower turning ships out of the sky, because you can always maintain a visual no matter how much they try in 180. A bonus tip for you guys is to try and minimize the amount of time you spend flying in a straight line. When you fly in a straight line, it makes you a very easy target for anyone to shoot at. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.